Breaking up one of the biggest bands of all time is no easy feat. But when you add an ounce of scandal, a dash of drama, and a whole lot of media frenzy, well, that's a recipe for complete and utter chaos. Hello, and welcome to this channel. Today we look back at the time John Lennon and Yoko Ono were blamed for breaking up the Beatles. But first, if you love all things Beatles, make sure you subscribe to this channel so you never miss an update. So, let's get into it. John Lennon and Paul McCartney were the dynamic duo behind one of the most successful bands in history, the Beatles. But by the end of the 1960s, cracks had begun to show in their relationship. And when Yoko Ono entered the picture, things took a turn for the worse. Yoko was a Japanese avant-garde artist who had already made a name for herself in the art world with her experimental films and performances. When she met John in 1966, he was immediately drawn to her unique perspective and artistic vision. They started working on an art project together, and soon their collaboration became something more. As John's relationship with Yoko grew, so did his desire to spend more time with her. He began spending less time with the band and more time with Yoko, which caused tension among the members. In 1968, John and Yoko's relationship became a full-blown romance, and they were inseparable. This caused a rift between John and Paul, and ultimately led to the breakup of the band. But it wasn't just the band members who were upset with Yoko. The media was also quick to blame her for the breakup. Headlines like "Yoko breaks the Beatles" and "The Japanese woman who split the Beatles" were plastered across newspapers and magazines. She was portrayed as a gold digger who had come between John and the band. Despite the criticism, John and Yoko remained committed to each other, and they were married in 1969. The media scrutiny only intensified after their marriage, and Yoko was often seen as the villain in the story. In 1970, John released a song called "How Do You Sleep?", which many believe was a direct attack on Paul. The song was a critical and commercial success, but it only added fuel to the fire. Paul responded with a song of his own called "Hey Jude", which became one of the Beatles' most popular songs throughout the 1970s. John and Yoko continued to make music together, and they became increasingly political in their activism. They released albums like "Time in New York City" and "Double Fantasy", which addressed issues such as war, peace, and social justice. Despite their efforts, they continued to be criticized. Yoko's presence in John's life was still seen as a negative influence. Tragedy on December 8, when John Lennon was killed outside his home in New York City. Yoko was by when he died, and she later said that she had never felt seen in her life. The pouring of from fans around the world was intense, and it seemed to soften the public's view of Yoko. In the years since John's death, Yoko has continued to make art and music, and she remains a prominent activist for peace and justice. Though she has been criticized throughout her life, there is no doubt that she was a talented artist and a loving to John Lennon. Think, was Yoko Ono really to blame for the breakup of the Beatles? Or was she simply an easy target for the media? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And while you're there, make sure you subscribe to this channel so you never miss an update. Thanks for watching.